I ended up in the middle of Marbella, Spain at 22 years old, solo traveling Europe, because I focused and I did a couple of key things that allowed me to get to this point in my life. And I promise you, everything in this world happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. And if you're watching this right now and you're in a point of your life where you need some sort of direction, you need some sort of guidance, you're lost, you don't know what your next step is, but you know deep down that there is a deeper purpose and meaning in your life. You feel it. You don't know how to explain it to the people around you. You don't know how to tell your parents or your friends, but something deep down at night, when you're going to sleep, you know that there's something more. I want to speak to that person. So if you're that person, then I want you to listen and spend 5 minutes with me. The first thing that you must understand is you don't need to change who you are right now, okay? You don't need to change who you are, what you do. What you need to do is simply start aligning your actions with the version of yourself that you feel deep down. And so a practical habit, here's number one, you need to write this down, is throughout your day, you need to ask yourself, what is the X version of myself, the dream version? So for me, it's what is the million-month version of myself doing in this situation? How is the $1 million a month version of myself handling this certain experience? How is the $1 million a month version reacting in this experience? How is the $1 million a month version of myself spending? How is the $1 million a month version of myself communicating? And you can just start to navigate your life and view your actions, your words, your thoughts, okay, through the lens of who you are. All right, not who you might have the possibility to be. A lot of times what happens is you end up setting this mental barrier into your brain because you haven't experienced enough credibility. Your brain hasn't built enough confidence. You haven't done enough things to build conviction in what you've done. And so therefore there's this misalignment with everything that you're wanting to accomplish, okay, and who you currently are in this present moment. And therefore your brain can't materialize and it can't visualize what you're trying to come up with. But the moment that you start staying consistent and you keep knocking goal and objective after objective, your brain starts to build conviction in who you are and what you're doing. And therefore, whenever you have a vision, it gets easier to take that vision and materialize it. But the very first thing that I want you to focus on and start doing is throughout your day, I want you to start asking yourself, what does this ideal version of myself do in this experience or in this situation? That is one of the most tangible ways that you start aligning yourself with the future version of yourself, all right, with the version of yourself that you know exists. This is how you start aligning your actions, your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your habits start to align with the version of yourself that you want to become. All you have to do is simply give it time and you will start to become and step into that version of yourself. All right. This version of yourself, it's not an impossible facade. It's not something that's unrealistic. Whether it's an objective financially, whether it's an accolade that you want to achieve, it is possible. It is possible. Don't ever forget and don't think that it's unachievable. The moment you enter or you plant the seed and that in your brain, it's unachievable to get to $1 million a month, $100,000 a month, that will be your reality. But the moment you simply start to align your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your habits with that of a $1 million a month person, it becomes your reality. And this happens through subconscious programming, through the thoughts that you don't even hear or you don't recognize right now. But throughout your day, you're having internal conversations with yourself, and maybe you're planting little seeds of limiting beliefs or doubts, and those start to seep into your thoughts. Those thoughts start to materialize through your words, and your words start to turn into your actions. And your actions then send a signal to your brain that you start to consciously be aware of. And so by understanding, okay, or by being able to identify your subconscious thoughts and start making them conscious, you start to realize your limiting beliefs and you can get rid of them. That's the first step, is you have to align yourself with the mental plane, okay? There's 3 planes in this world: physical, mental, and spiritual. And most people are in the physical. Most people are thinking that they have to do more work, they have to grind harder, they have to do more hours and change and do all this in the physical world. However, what they don't realize is the thing that does the most pushing, the most needle pushing, is the actions and the inputs inside of the mental plane. And if you fix your mental game, that will then translate into the physical game. The second piece of advice that I'm gonna leave you with is just 2 tangible steps. Well, actually, there's 2 things a part of this. The second thing is find stillness throughout your day. At the beginning or end of ideally of your day, you need to find a period of time where you are still. You are calm, you are not being reactive, you're not checking your phone, you are not of this world. And you give yourself the time to be still, to sit in silence, to listen to your thoughts and be calm. Throughout this time, you start to visualize in your thoughts the reality and the version of yourself that you are trying to become. Okay, it's very important that you do this, because now once again, we're tapping into the mental and the spiritual planes. And when you allow yourself to start subconsciously feeling, existing in the version and the reality that you dream of at night, when you start to live there mentally, I promise you, it will start to materialize. I saw all of this, the Miami apartment, I wrote down over 1,000 times in a notebook, and I visualized in my college dorm room, I visualized it before it even happened. I felt the space. I was able to feel the countertops. I was able to see the height of the ceilings before it was even mine, and I'm getting chills just talking about it. Because I saw every single moment before it happened. I lived in the mental plane, and I lived in this reality before it was physical. And when you allow yourself stillness to be able to see it and believe it and just feel it before it is even yours, it's just a matter of time before you're actually in the physical reality of everything that you see mentally. So be still in the morning, allow yourself to be still, contemplate your thoughts, be aware of your subconscious thoughts. And then the second thing is write it down inside of a notebook and become obsessed. Become obsessed. Have this fire inside of you that you don't let burn out. Don't let your fire, that hunger that you feel deep at night, burn out. Keep that fire running, because that is your fuel. That is what allows you to push through all of the narratives and all of the BS that every other person that is going down a different path, you just blow by them and you crush them. And that fire is allowing you to fuel everything that you want to accomplish. So these are just some thoughts. They may or may not resonate with you, but I want to at least express this and get it off my mind and share it with the world. As I mentioned at the beginning, if I can at least speak to that version of myself that was 18, lost, no direction, but hungry, and he just knew deep down that there was a version of himself that could turn into what I am today and beyond, then I hope that I find you, and I hope this video is presented to you. Maybe there's a way that this information allows you to tap into the version of yourself that already exists. I'm gonna take all of this in. I'm gonna allow myself to enjoy this before I leave to Poland and then south of France. This is my reality. This is what I've worked for. This is everything that I've wanted, and it is just only the beginning. My name is Nick Scheller, and I hope to see you again.
Tell the truth for you, even when it's hard to do. You got me shedding who I used to be. You wanted every hidden part of me. We've been coast to coast and
we did this. We did this. Make sense. Make sense. Say something and do this. Give me a shot.
the fears in the songs, and the way you move that body is a bird. The way you move that body is a bird. You wanted every hidden part of me. Now I got you singing.